Greetings one, greetings all. I'm in Bonny Scotland and I'm actually on the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. So let's have a 10-minute tour of Scotland. Anyone who's ever been to Scotland has probably passed through or stopped at Gretna and Gretna Green, one of the most famous towns in Scotland, just over the border from England. Scotland's first and last house is in the town. Famous, of course, for marriages down the ages. The old blacksmith shop is one of the most famous shops in the world, and of course is famous for marriages, when people would come over the border to get married. And it still happens to this day. Romantic Gretna Green. Scotland is obsessed with football, and the first ground that I visited was Furs Park, Motherwell FC. A nice red brick ground, fantastic floodlights, good stands. It was a beautiful day when we got into Motherwell, which is just on the outskirts of Glasgow. This is Ibrox Stadium, the home of Rangers, Glasgow Rangers FC. Proud Rangers, how proud they are, one of the top two of the teams in Glasgow. Fierce opponents, of course, are Celtic, Glasgow Celtic, and it's situated in Govan, just on the outskirts of Govan in Glasgow, in the Ibrox area. A very historic ground. And one of their old sons, their famous sons, John Gregg, MBE, there is a statue to him, which we see here. And this is Hampden Park, the national stadium of Scotland. Hampden Park has seen many great football matches between Scotland and the old enemy England. In the nice area of Glasgow, Hampden is a nice area, and to the side is the training pitch. This is Celtic Park, the home of Celtic. Yes, over now to the Parkhead area of Glasgow, and we visit Celtic Park, paradise to the Glasgow Celtic fans. And outside are two statues, one to brother Walfred, who founded the club back in 1888, and the other statue is of Jimmy Johnston, who was one of the greatest players ever to don the Celtic and Scotland shirt, wee Jimmy Johnston. Glasgow is only about 20 minutes from the Trossachs, and of course the famous in the Trossachs is Loch Lomond. We travelled through the Clyde Tunnel, passed through the town, the old town of Glasgow, White Inch, over the Erskine Bridge, stopping off to go underneath the bridge, a nice little beach, Erskine Beach, underneath the Erskine Bridge, and finally to Loch Lomond. And here we are at Milorichy on the banks of Loch Lomond. Fantastic weather, fantastic views all around. Very, very peaceful, as you'd expect. The water's lapping into the shore, the sun shining on the loch. Let's have a look at some of the scenery. On the western side of the loch, at Luss, there is a lovely little promenade that comes from a little jetty where boats park up. There's swans, there's ducks, all sorts of wildlife take advantage of the facilities at Luss, the beautiful waters. It's goodbye from a beautiful Scotland. Goodbye for now. And there we have Scotland in 10 minutes. So much more to see. So much more to discover in Scotland. But three of the important places in Scotland: Gretna, Glasgow and Loch Lomond.
In Barcelona, Spain, lost your trail while in Amsterdam. I picked it up on the Isle of Man. Took the ferry back to Liverpool, just looking for you know who. You disappear every time